The Boston Celtics are heading to Dallas up 2-0.
Celtics are going to take a 2-0 lead in the finals.
Teams that win Game 1 are favored to win the finals 70.1% of the time. But teams that go up 2-0 have a staggering 86.1% success rate. Add in the fact that the Boston Celtics have an all-time 43-1 record when leading a best-of-7 series 2-0, and you might think this series is over. The Mavs may not be dead in the water just yet, but every loss is another nail in their championship coffin. Dallas is heading into a must-win in Game 3, and you can bet Luka Doncic, or whatever is left of him at this point,
says he's fine, and he will be in the starting lineup,
will put up a performance for the ages. The only question at this point is, who's going to join him?
Down by 2. There's the switch. Gobert's out there. Doncic maneuvers for the lead. Got it! Got it! What a shot!
The Mavs got off to a quick start in Game 2, taking their largest lead of the series at 13-6.
P.J. Washington launches a 3. That's good. Excellent start. 3 for 3.
Doncic followed up his 1-assist outlier in Game 1 with a dominant 11-assist, 11-rebound, 32-point triple-double.
Falling away. Shot is good. Luka Doncic, 8 points here in the first.
And even better, Dallas held Boston to just 25.6% shooting from 3.
Brown finds Derek White. Catch, shoot. Won't go. 0 for 8. From 3-point range.
With Jason Tatum following up his disappointing 6 for 16 Game 1 output with a 6 for 22 Game 2.
Horford, Pritchard, Tatum, 3-pointer, got it!
There was no hot shooting spark from Porzingis, who missed all 3 of his 3-pointers.
Into the paint. Porzingis way outside is short.
And the Mavericks even got one of their patented alley-oops in this game.
Lobs it up. Oh, and Jones throws it down. Their first lob. This is a team that really dominated with the lob throughout the first 3 rounds of the playoffs.
Luka scored or assisted on every single field goal Dallas scored in the third quarter.
Doncic drives to Exum. Exum wide open 3-pointer. Got it. Rattles it in. Dante Exum.
And they still lost that quarter 23-29.
Oh, Pritchard banks in the 3 at the buzzer. The Mavericks making some good plays in the final minute. Pritchard answers.
After losing the second quarter by the same amount.
Holiday inside, lays it up and in. He just finds the spot.
Another game, another Dallas loss. Another game with just 1 corner 3.
Doncic, 3-pointer from the corner. Luka Doncic now 7 of 9 from the field, already 18.
Another game where Kyrie wasn't Kyrie.
Irving on the pull-up jump shot. Can't get it.
Another Drew Holiday and Derek White defensive masterclass.
Here's Irving. Washington drives. Blocked by White. Oh, what a block from Derek White.
Derek White and Drew Holiday are one of the 5 best backcourts in the NBA, and they're basically the Celtics' 4th and 5th best players offensively.
Green and Tatum fighting. Tatum doubled. Nice pass. Holiday layup is good. Timeout, Dallas.
If that doesn't speak to Boston's insane edge and talent, I'm not sure what does.
Whatever the game requires, Drew Holiday's going to give that to you.
With Tatum struggling to find his own shot, he became a willing playmaker, repeatedly finding teammates open for catch-and-shoot daggers.
Brown, nobody near him. Open 3, puts it in. The lead is 13.
No teammate benefited more from Tatum's playmaking evolution than Holiday.
Holiday, wide open 3 in the corner. Got it.
Holiday was the Celtics' best offensive player in Game 2, but he was even better defensively.
Just over 5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Irving. Holiday stays right with him. Well, that's just great defense from Drew Holiday.
It seemed that every Mavs run was stomped out by a big Celtics stop.
Cleveland blocked by Porzingis. He's at it again at 3 in Game 1.
None bigger perhaps than the multiple efforts the Celtics made to force this critical Luka Doncic turnover.
Holiday deflects it. Doncic has to throw it. White with the steal. Holiday to Horford. Holiday a 3. Bang! Drew Holiday from downtown. Lead back up to 11.
Which sparked a 6-0 Celtics run to push the lead to 14 on a night where most of their shooters went ice cold.
Holiday to drive. White, 3-pointer. Puts it in. Back-to-back threes. Timeout, Dallas.
Boston reminded us that they earned that league-leading net rating on both ends.
Holiday all alone. Green in pursuit, but Holiday throws it down.
Unlike OKC, who had to blitz Luka while pulling 3 players out of position to do so.
They leave Jones free, and he takes advantage, connecting on a triple.
Boston has opted to be more conservative in their Luka coverages.
He comes up the floor again with a little bit of a limp, yeah.
Doncic a 3. Rebound, Tatum.
They've made a bet. Luka cannot score enough points to win Dallas a series in his current health if we attack him on defense.
Now guarding Tatum. Tatum gets in the lane, layup off the glass.
And in both games, we've seen Doncic with his hands on his knees, shooting short in the fourth quarter while gasping for air.
Against Pritchard, spins, falling away, puts it, oh, short, hit the rim. I thought that was going in.
This strategy isn't novel. Joe Mazzulla isn't a genius. He's been gifted with possibly one of the deepest, most diverse treasure chest of defenders in NBA history. And the inclusion of a healthy Kristaps Porzingis makes a tall task a virtually impossible one for Dallas.
To Gafford, Gafford blocked by Porzingis.
Tatum and Brown are about as good a forward duo to throw at Luka as any.
Doncic, another 3.
And they're being flanked by Holiday, White, Porzingis, or Horford, who are free to roam away from poor shooters anytime Luka gets an advantage.
Team sport, right? This is not our first rodeo. Doncic, 3-pointer. That one off the mark. Good boxing out from Brown.
The Celtics aren't shy about doubling Doncic. They're just incredibly smart and disciplined about how and when they do it.
Actually, well, and we're locked up at 42.
At this point in the game, Derek Jones lines that up, knuckleball.
On one end of the floor, the Celtics are able to push Luka into tougher shots and live with the results. They won't shut him down.
Doncic goes at Brown, stops. Again, 1-footer rattles it home. He right now is unstoppable.
They can't shut him down.
Doncic falling away, nails it.
And they don't care. They're trusting that PJ Washington and Derek Jones Jr. can't shoot well enough to hurt them.
Knocked away, Irving gets it back. Washington, corner 3, in and out. Some costly turnovers for Dallas. Green can't answer.
And they've been absolutely right so far. Then there is the Kyrie problem, despite Luka's best efforts to defend.
Pass deflected and stolen. Doncic tipped it, Irving came up with it.
The Celtics have attacked him relentlessly as the Mavericks' weakest link, and they've been extremely successful.
Jaylen Brown goes right past Doncic and the slam.
It's hard enough to hide a non-defender, but hiding a non-defender who is injured while having to play against one of the most balanced two-way 5-man units in NBA history turns hard into maybe impossible.
Anything's possible. Anything's possible!
Jason Kidd stirred up quite a media storm when he said Jaylen Brown was Boston's best player.
Well, Jaylen's their best player, so...
A somewhat transparent attempt to stir the pot. But here's the problem. Jason Tatum can't buy a bucket or score twice in isolation, and it simply doesn't matter. Boston's got so many holes and gaps they can exploit in the Mavericks' defense that this series is starting to feel a bit like LeBron's 2007 matchup against San Antonio.
Or he fakes the 3. Pass back out. Parker, a rare 3-pointer, knocks it down. Even 3-pointers now from Tony Parker.
In the end, Jaylen Brown can shoot 0 of 15 in a game, and the Celtics can still win.
Horford, again, getting the start. Brown, corner 3, misses.
Tatum can shoot 2 of 25 next game, and the Celtics can still have a shot.
Tatum spins, Tatum drives, layup, bank shot, too strong.
The Celtics have a margin of error the Mavericks simply lack. And that margin of error is simply this. If Luka and Kyrie don't both show up in a major way, the Mavericks will struggle to win even one game in this series. Derek Lively is a rookie. Maxi Kleber, Josh Green, and Dante Exum are bench role players. Daniel Gafford is one-dimensional. And PJ Washington and Derek Jones Jr. are highly competent role players with severe offensive limitations.
Washington misses, Celtics come the other way, final minute.
These players have played incredibly well.
Holiday trying to chase Luka Doncic. Horford helps, Lively gets inside and throws it down.
But they've also played above their heads. But Kyrie Irving is a star, a real star.
Looking in for Irving. Irving for the win! Oh my! A southpaw finish from Kyrie Irving! Just absurd!
a superstar.
Irving dancing and finishing. He's a highlight wizard.
And through 2 games, it's easy to argue he hasn't even been one of the 7 best players in this series.
Lead is 10. First double-digit lead, either team. Irving dancing, prancing, fires a 3. Shot no good.
Luka cannot do this alone. Irving has managed just 28 points and 8 assists on just 35% shooting with 5 turnovers in 2 games.
Irving, well defended by Jaylen Brown, pokes it away. Shot clock at 6. Irving trying to get away, fires it up, and a travel. Irving one-on-one with Tatum. Backs in, pumped away by Tatum and stolen.
By comparison, Irving averaged 27 points per game against Minnesota, the #1 rated defense in the league.
Irving and Edwards, Towns will pick him up. Backpedals, rim, shot! Kyrie Irving!
With under a minute left, PJ Washington was clearly fouled on a drive that should have given the Mavericks a chance to cut the lead to just 3 points.
Here's Irving. Washington drives, blocked by White. Oh, what a block from Derek White.
It'll be one of the biggest what-ifs if Dallas goes on to lose this series. But if Kyrie plays at just 80% of the level we know he's capable of.
Irving inside, the layup. Oh, how did that go in? Mavericks take the lead.
Are we even talking about a missed call? Or are we talking about Dallas stealing home court and all the momentum in the series? As Al Pacino once said, it's a game of inches.
We heal as a team, or we're going to crumble. Inch by inch, play by play, till we're finished.
Because had Dallas actually won Game 2, their odds of winning this series would be very different. Had they won, Boston would be the ones playing a must-win Game 3 on the road. Instead, it's Dallas, having to go home with the daunting math on the chalkboard. No team in the NBA has ever come back from 3-0. Jason Kidd would know.
Gets it off, and the Lakers have defeated the Nets.
History is watching. There's a lot of history on the line in this series. Greatness is always defined against the odds.
We'll get in a minute, but he is still crying tears of joy. LeBron.
I'm sorry, Doris.
No worries, Kyrie. LeBron, as soon as that buzzer sounded, your emotions let loose.
Legacies are made and broken when a series flips unexpectedly. Dirk wore the playoff choker tag for years after his disastrous 2006 finals against Miami.
Wade and Nowitzki got in his way. Nowitzki upset, but he was just in the wrong place, wrong time.
LeBron wore his own version of that tag after his Houdini-like disappearance in the 2011 finals.
James cutting to the basket. Bosh not expecting it, bounces off his chest.
Where he averaged just 17.8 points per game as his team lost to, you guessed it, an older, wiser, better Dirk Nowitzki and the Mavericks.
Of every one of them. And let me just tell you, our fans who came down here to Miami, you guys rock. We heard you guys.
If Boston wins, the script is simple. The better, deeper, more experienced team won.
Tatum gets past Doncic, gets to the rim, banks it home, and the foul.
Luka needs help. Lively needs time. No legacies will be made or shattered, like Iverson's Sixers in 2001.
Iverson.
How about that?
Steps over to Ron Lowe.
Kids Nets in 2003.
Kittles pokes it away. Kidd with the hustle and comes away with it. Gets inside. He simply wanted that loose ball more than the others.
LeBron's Cavs in 2007.
James looking for an opening. Drives to the basket. Gets inside. Count it. And a foul.
Or even Jimmy Butler's gritty Heat team last year.
They get it to Butler. Fires away. And knocks it down at the buzzer.
Luka and the Mavericks will be celebrated for the attempt.
Doncic tries another 3. Got it. Luka Doncic now with 27.
But if Luka and the Mavs manage to become just the 6th team to ever come back from an 0-2 finals deficit, the fireworks in Boston will be visible from Neptune.
That'll do it. It's over. The Bucks have done it. The long wait has ended. After a half-century, the Milwaukee Bucks are NBA champions once again.
And much of the maligning and scrutiny will fall on Jason Tatum, the Celtics' lone all-NBA player. After a 6 for 16 cold shooting night in Game 1, Tatum followed up with a 6 for 22 performance in Game 2.
Tatum goes inside. Can't get it to fall too strong off the glass.
Now imagine the scene if the Celtics blow this series. Imagine that number, 43-2. 43 Celtics teams that closed out a 7-game series after winning the first 2 games. Pierce, Bird, Garnett, McHale, and Russell. 2 teams that couldn't, and Tatum, Brown, and Horford would have started for both.
It's over. Cleveland wins Game 7. LeBron James and the Cavs do it again.
That's a hard legacy to shake. One might argue that Tatum and Brown have much more to lose than Doncic and Irving have to gain. But they'd be wrong. The Mavericks have everything to gain here. Irving will turn 33 next season. The picks they sent out to get Gafford and Washington aren't coming back. And there's not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 separate powers forming in the West around Dallas. Merely getting to this stage may be impressive, but it wasn't the goal when they traded for Kyrie. The goal was championships, and you can't win 2 before you win 1. But as a wise man once said, a series doesn't start until the home team loses. If you end up enjoying this video, please subscribe. It's free, and you can always change your mind. Anyways, wherever you are in the world, be the GOAT of that moment. Stay GOATed.